the pluckers, this is your sign to head on over to nouveaubeauty.com, create your account if you've not already, and get ready to shop. You can shop all the brands that you love under one roof, including Nouveau Lashes, HD Brows, Fake Bake, and so many more. So head on over to nouveaubeauty.com.
3, 2, 1. Hi guys.
Good morning.
Welcome to What the Plug from not so sunny at the moment because it's super early in the morning, but Tenerife.
Tenors.
Good old tenors. It's not like us to come away and work.
No, but we thought, what a stunning backdrop.
What a stunning backdrop. And we're not going to lie, we run out of time at home to like pack and prep and like get us LVLs done, do his own lashes.
Brows.
Stuff like that. So we just thought, do you know what? Let's just pack the mics and take it with us.
Take it on the road. Take What the Plug overseas.
And we did do a really diva thing when we arrived and be like, well, actually, we're podcasters in the UK and we need to record while we're here. So shout out to Bianca at Mind Hotel because she
Bianca
has let us have the whole rooftop terrace. Yeah. To record this morning.
And she was like, we'll shut the rooftop for you. If anyone's got an issue or anyone says anything to you, tell them I said.
Mm-hmm.
So Bianca,
thank you, girl. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. So yeah, we've only got one day left.
I know.
Today's his last day.
I know.
But we wanted to record because obviously we're doing video, so we just wanted to have his best tans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've been a little bit hungover all holiday, so we've not been in any state to be up
Absolutely.
at 7 a.m.
I would definitely recommend when you're on holiday, maybe not getting a flight at 6 a.m. in the morning because that means you're up all the night before. And you know that them times, like when you go to airport, like anything goes. If you arrive at airport at 4 o'clock in the morning, you are having a slice of pizza or you're having like a Burger King and a vodka and lemonade.
A mega pint.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what time you arrive. 7 o'clock in the morning. Like I was drinking like vodkas on plane at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then wondered why I was in a state of exorcism when I arrived in Tenerife and we're upstairs on a pool party in a terrace, in a terrace pool party. Wondered why I were in that state.
First trolley service. Dos Ciroc, por favor. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely.
Dos Ciroc, por favor.
And then I fell asleep.
Yeah, great little time.
But stunning. We've had a great holiday.
We have.
But
it's been quite chill. We have just, I think we're like kind of at that vibe now where we're like nice food, beach clubs in day, just like day drinking, chilling, and sleeping.
Get ready, go for a meal.
Yeah.
And then go back to sleep.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
I do feel like I want to sample a massage though while I'm here, so I might have a massage
one day
today.
left, so we'll go get one after this.
We'll go get one. Yeah, we deserve one.
Yeah.
We do.
But let's get on with episode because we're bragging a bit now
I
about
know,
being on holiday.
I know.
Aren't we?
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. So, what's today's episode about, darling?
Is
Seeing as though you couldn't remember last episode, I'm going to look to you.
Well, I can remember it now. So, today's episode is about basically getting busy and how to get busy. Now, we're not going to give you like magic tips and say, this is how you're going to get busy and you're going to do these things and then that's it. You're going to be like super busy and stuff.
Because that don't work.
We're not doing that. So if you think we're doing that, turn off. Okay? In fact, don't turn off because we need the listens.
Listen.
We still need the listens. You've got my cue cards.
I've not
Oh, no,
you've got them.
Yeah, sorry. They're just under my big ass. So we're going to give you like some tips and stuff because basically it's all about getting in like the right frame of mind.
And the right headspace.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
feel like there's so much pressure because our industry is so like... Is it overpopulated? Like, is that the word?
Oversaturated.
Oversaturated, not overpopulated.
The planet's overpopulated.
We are, darling.
But
we're oversaturated, and it is an industry. Like, I was saying this to my mum the other day. Like, I said, Mum, look how, like, many more people are doing beauty and hair and aesthetics and stuff in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Or in the last 10 years. What's it going to be like in another 10 years?
Yeah.
Like, so... I think it's important for us to get us like not put too much pressure on ourselves and concentrate on ourselves, because I feel like it's very easy to compare.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before with social media and stuff, looking on other people's socials and that and thinking, oh God, they're doing that.
Yeah.
They're going there. And we've told you before on our socials, we've gone to amazing places and we've worked with amazing people and stuff, but we've been real with you and said, actually, sometimes it's shit.
Yeah.
And we're just knackered and underpaid and whatever.
And we've also told you that social media is fake.
It is.
So
it really is.
It's very hard not to compare
really
on social
is.
media, but don't forget, it might not be all what it looks like, and your day 1 to someone's day 100, they're going to be different.
Absolutely.
That's just life.
Absolutely.
Your day 100 will come.
Yeah.
It's about the journey to get there. So just
I like that.
read it in.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Your day 1 is somebody's day 100.
Like
or
your day 1 is not the same as somebody's day 100.
Yeah, true.
So
Like that. Yeah, like that.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Like that. You're quite good at this.
I know, I'm not bad.
I know.
I'm actually not bad. And I think especially at time at the minute, and we've, again, going back, we've said this before as well, like, we're just, the way that the world is, like we've said, we've noticed some people aren't spending as much and having treatments as often, so maybe that's opening up more space in your diary for bookings.
Yeah.
Or you might not be experiencing that. This episode is really good for anybody who's potentially just getting into the industry.
Yeah.
And when you first join, you think, I need to be busy. But
Yeah.
you've got to do 101 other things.
Yeah, you really have.
Before you're actually going to be busy.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Go on, you've got your first little tip.
Right, we've had to write these Google cards at breakfast, so just, let me get my. Please excuse us. We were more focused on that drop, weren't we? So I would say list out 10 things that you want to be, that you want to do, or that you want to have in 6 months' time, and think about how you're going to get them.
Writing down is a big manifest thing, innit?
Yeah.
Massively.
Huge.
Karen Betts does this. I'm going to name drop. Go on, Kazza.
Go on.
Karen Betts does this. She has a 5-year plan and writes it down, doesn't she? Yeah.
She writes everything down, Karen.
Yeah.
Sticky note.
But sometimes
galore.
I do think it helps.
Yeah.
I do think writing stuff down and having this, an actual list. Like I've seen like a lot of TikToks and that they'll like say, oh, put lists on your fridge and like what you want to be like every day. I mean, I need a list on my fridge of telling me all the reasons why I shouldn't go in it. But yeah, I think writing things down and manifesting it.
Yeah, and don't go ridiculous and be like, in 6 months, I want to have a Porsche. Do you know what I mean? Let's start with something like smaller to begin with.
Yeah.
Because once you've got those things, that subconsciously is going to motivate you to go out there, find clients or get those bookings, upsell those treatments, add retail onto your bookings because you're working towards a goal.
Yeah.
You're just working, you're just plodding along if you don't have like anything that you're aiming for. And as well, have a think about what is your ideal fully booked. What does that look like? Because fully booked doesn't mean just one thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's idea of fully booked is something different. Me, for example, my fully booked is fully booked on a Saturday because it's the only day I work.
Yeah. Whereas
Yours,
my fully booked would be 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it might be like if you've got kids, your fully booked is maybe starting at 10 after you've dropped them at school and finishing at 2.
Yeah.
So you can go pick them up from school, met tea, family
Yeah.
time and all of that. Everyone's
Yeah.
fully booked is different. So again, going back to comparing on
Yeah.
social, everyone's life and circumstances are different.
True. And that's a good point, because I do think that if people think like, oh, you're fully booked, that means people automatically think, oh my God, they must be working like 12 hours a day. They're fully booked.
7 days a week.
Don't matter. They might be
Yeah.
working 3 hours a day. If they're full, they're full.
And that's it.
And that's it, darling.
Yes.
Right, I've got one. So it's really important, and I think this is massively important, to not come across as like desperate or give your clients the impression that you need to be busy.
Yeah.
So it kind of like puts, like, make sure you've not got like a frantic energy like around them, so they don't feel like pressured into like making a next appointment and stuff like that. Don't be like saying to them, shall I book you in for your next one then? Are you coming for your next one? Like, if it's a first time client, I'm always very much like, so it's up to you. Do you want to see how you get on?
Yeah.
And then give me a ring or like message or whatever if you like them and you want to rebook. If you do want to rebook, it'd probably be in about like 6 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
So see how you get on. 9 times out of 10, they'll turn around and say, in fact, probably 10 times out of 10, but not blowing my own trumpet, but they will say, listen, be your own biggest fan. 9 times out of 10, they will probably say, I'll book now.
Yeah.
Or I'll ring you when I've got my rota or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
So just not having that like too pushy, frantic like energy around them. And do things in the morning. So to stop that like frantic, even if you're thinking, oh my God, I need to be busy because I'm not earning a lot of money and stuff like that. I am a big believer in whatever you're feeling and whatever like energy you're feeling inside, that rubs off massively on another person.
Yeah.
I can feel people's energy even when I, like, if they sit down in my chair, and I think this sometimes goes for, like, I know this is a bit, like, voodoo-y, but...
Voodoo-y?
Well, not, like, you know, like, when you touch somebody? You know, like, when you touch their, like, face or whatever?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I can feel if the right, your face is just looking at me like I'm talking a load of crap.
Oh, no, go
but
on.
I'm being serious. Like, sometimes, you know, somebody gets in a chair and they sit down and you think, oh, something's going on with them. Not something's going on, but like they're not
You're
the
a witch.
usual. It has been said before. It's been said something rhyming with witch. But maybe, yeah.
No,
I did have
I
a
know
client.
what you mean.
I did have a client once said that I were a witch.
Wow.
Because she said that when she sat down, I said, "Oh, we're not going to tint, are we? Because you're pregnant." And she went, "No." And I went, "Oh, I just thought you were pregnant." And she went, "No." 2 days later, she rang me up and went, "You're a witch." I went, "Why?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm pregnant." And I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "It's going to be a boy."
What it about?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Yeah, I think that you can feel people's energy. So, like, if you're stressed and you're, like, peed off or whatever, you don't want to be, like, just, like, frantically, like, doing their treatment or whatever. So do things in a morning, just whatever. Like, everybody knows if they're in a good mood, they have such a better day at work.
Yeah. And it just
If you're
flies
in a crap
by
mood
and
you just peed off, and we all have this thing, like, we are guilty of it. We do let the outside world a little bit and personal situations that's going on. Right. There's a lorry driving past here. Inappropriate. Why have they not closed the road?
We're trying to film.
Shut up.
That man in that car down there, we're looking.
Not you.
Por favor, senor. I don't know what I'm saying.
Senor.
Senor.
Oh God. I've lost my train of thought now
About
because of
you,
that
like,
lorry.
you can tell when
What are you doing?
you've had that one.
No, I haven't. I ain't used that. I know what I'm on. Right. So, you know, you can, like, so whatever you do in the morning will affect the rest of your day. That's what I was saying. We are guilty of, like, letting outside things affect us.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes in our job it's very like acting. We want to be like, we want the client to come in and express their feelings and do whatever they, you know, want to do. It's their safe space. It's their, like, so we don't want to be like rubbing off that energy onto them. So if this means you going to the gym in the morning to give you more energy, to make your mind clearer, get up a bit earlier, I think that as well. Get up early in the morning. Yeah. So you feel like you're not thinking, oh, I'm getting up and I'm going to work. No, you're not. You're actually getting up and starting your day and doing stuff. And work is just a part of your day.
Yeah.
Like, your day is not full work. It just needs to be a part of your day.
Yeah.
Or like, whatever did you do? Like, I don't know, do people sometimes meditate, like, in the morning? I obviously don't.
Listen to a podcast.
Listen to this podcast on your way to work.
Yeah.
Listen to podcasts on the way to work. Don't listen to depressing, heartbreak shit playlist.
Wow.
I think music massively affects people's moods as well.
That's why I have Beyonce on 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah. If you put Beyonce on, or something like that, or something like to get you in mood, happy summer songs, sun shining, you feel great. If you're putting heartbreak songs on, Adele all the way to work, you're going to get in. Sorry I'm late, I've just been crying in car park. Do you know what I mean? You're just not going to do it, are you? So do whatever you've got to do in the morning or throughout the day that's going to put you in a good mood and that's not going to let bad energy rub off onto your clients.
Yeah. And it is like you said about, we are almost performers in this industry because we're seeing new people all day.
Yeah.
And you might have a client who's just told you that she has found out her partner's cheating. They've been together for 20 years. Their life's falling apart. She doesn't know what she's going to do. They're going to have to sell their house. Then your next client comes in and tells you that she is pregnant. And you've got to be like, wow, oh my God.
Just got engaged. Yeah,
at
great.
the flick of a switch.
Yeah.
And you've got to like adapt yourself to how your client is feeling or what they're going through or how they're kind of navigating this appointment. So yeah, you definitely can't let your mood rub off on clients because it'll just end up being like a negative salon space where who wants to go for a treatment there?
Yeah. Even things like, I think like do things in your salon that makes it feel more like a happy environment for you. For me, I really like it if we've got like fresh flowers or something in salon on reception desk.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I love flowers anyway. It just makes, I even buy flowers for myself at home and always put them in a vase and people are like, we've bought you them. Me. I do. I always buy flowers.
Yeah.
Like because I love that. So in salon, like you spend a lot of time there. So make it like a good place for you to be around. Burn nice candles. Do whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
You're a candle. I am a smell person. Massively.
Yeah.
I'm a smell person. So yeah.
Yeah, and then I think another one as well is start doing like pre and post appointment communications with your client to build that experience and that just like connection that you've got with your client. So like, for example, you can do this manually or through a booking system. I use Booksy, and a day or two before it sends them a push notification, so like on your phone,
mine does.
an email just basically saying like your appointment's coming up. That's also the point where they could amend outside of the cancellation policy if they needed to, hopefully not. But it's just like what to expect of your appointment. And it just kind of, it's just like, oh yeah, I forgot I'd booked that or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And you can customise them, even if you're manually ringing or just texting them. They're like, can't wait to see you for your, lash appointment or whatever it is.
My appointment system is Booksy, and that gives them a text message as soon as they booked it, and then 24 hours or 48 hours, I think it is, I can't remember, before. But yeah, you can customise them messages. And I think as well, like I once was speaking to someone and they'd got one that sent them all their social handles after they'd been. Thanks for your first visit at such and such. These are all your social. Let us know what you think to like your hair or whatever like that. And so something like that's quite good.
And then post ones, like you said, following up.
How are you getting on with this and blah blah blah.
Slyly asking for a review. You don't want to just message and be like, "Can I have a review?" Do you know what I mean?
Because I need bookings, love.
Yeah, but ask them in a way like, how have you found your treatment? Here's links if you'd like to leave us a review. Like you said, social if you want to follow us on social. A good one as well, if anyone buys a product from you, a retail product, check in with them 2 to 3 days after.
How they're getting on.
To see how they're getting on with it and if they've got any questions.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time they might just add that retail on at the end of that appointment because it's like an impulsive buy.
Yeah.
Get home and think, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
How often do I use it? Where do I need to keep it? Do I use it morning and so just check in, and even just little things like that, your client will be like, oh.
Yeah.
and that adds to their day,
Yeah.
and that's a reason for them to start coming back to you and introducing friends and stuff to you.
Yeah, I mean, don't do it too much, because don't go the other way and do it too much, because I once went somewhere for a skin treatment and oh my God, they absolutely bombarded me. Like, they literally rang me like every other day, like asking how I was getting on with my skin products, and I'm like, it really put me off going. So don't do it too much.
Yeah.
I think as well, treat every client the same every time they come, like with the most like VI, like whether they're a client that comes and has like, I don't know, like spends a tenner, or whether they're a client that comes and spends 200 quid every time they come, treat them exactly the same, start to finish. Everybody needs that VIP experience. Everybody deserves that. Everybody's still putting money in your pocket and stuff like that. So if you're giving everybody the same energy and the same time and the same like quality of work,
like attention to detail,
attention to detail, quality of work and stuff like that, you'll be fine. Like, they'll appreciate that. Definitely. Whether they're spending, because it all adds up. You could have somebody that's coming like every 3 months and spending 200 quid, but then them who spend a tenner are coming every other week or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, or they're coming every week.
Yeah.
And actually, they're the ones that are earning you the most money.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, because they're what me would call, they're your bread and butter money.
Bread and butter.
That's your bread. They're your bread and butter money, Harriet. You need to keep that.
Yeah.
That's your bread and butter money.
And it is. You should treat them all the same. And that's just how you'll just build that connection with your clients.
Yeah.
And I know we only said last episode like how the industry's changing and people aren't necessarily wanting that whole experience anymore. People want that. A lot of people want that like quick in and out. You can still make a quick in and out a good experience for somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not saying you've got to make them like fresh coffees and like additional massages with the like LVL and all of that.
With a lot of time, we ain't got time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you've got an apprentice as well in salon, just make sure that she knows that client needs talking to when she comes in.
Yeah.
What are you here for? Yeah, take a seat. They'll not be long, blah, blah, blah. And then, because I mean, literally in my salon, all I do really is they spend it with, obviously my apprentice Maddie, she'll like welcome him in and stuff and like check him in and that, whatever, take a seat. Harriet will not be long, like she's just with another client. I literally do the treatment, spend that time with them, and then I pass them on again to Maddie.
Yeah.
And she'll take them and take the bill and make their appointments and blah, blah, blah. So make sure your make sure like if you've got an apprentice or other staff members in salon, that they know that client needs the same treatment as people on the phone, etc.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Right, guys, we're going to take a quick break.
I was just going to say that.
And we're going to move location.
I was just going to say, do you want to move?
Shall we go over there?
Yeah.
See you in a sec. Right, guys. You may have heard a bit about NouveauBeauty.com by now, and it's the fantastic new platform brought to you by the minds behind HD Brows and Nouveau Lashes, to name a few. But I bet you haven't heard all the benefits that you'll get when you shop for your favourite treatment essentials from the House of Professional Beauty. NouveauBeauty.com has been designed to be easy to navigate, as well as having some special features to make shopping as a beauty professional even easier. Things you can expect to see on the new site include a VAT toggle, so you can now view costs with and without VAT, even more ways to pay, including Apple Pay and Klarna, and free delivery when you spend over £70. So visit NouveauBeauty.com today for shopping made easier. With this exclusive discount code for our listeners only, get 15% off your first purchase, including training. All you need to do is use code WTP15 at checkout, only on NouveauBeauty.com. That's code WTP15 for 15% off. Terms and conditions do apply. Right, guys. We're back.
And we've moved locations.
Welcome to the rooftop pool.
Woo!
We shall be in there with a mojito as soon as this is wrapped up.
Oh, God, do you know what? On first day, first morning, I fell in there. And
Posing for pictures.
I am, so any picture that you do see on my social media, just know that wasn't the first take. It took literally about 25 shots, and I am absolutely covered head to toe in bruises from falling in this pool. trying to get the perfect picture.
She was stood against the glass. She stepped into the pool thinking there were a step.
And there wasn't.
Oh my God. Bish, bash, bosh.
Yeah.
Into pool.
Straight in.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Hilarious.
But getting back to kind of what this episode's about, how you can get busy, how you can boost bookings, we're going to get into some more of our tips. And guys, the sun is coming out, so it is getting warm.
Yeah, so we need to hurry.
So I would say as well, try an energy swap. So next time that you notice that something is draining you of those kind of good vibes and that good energy, just take a moment to try and stop and just understand and realise what it is that's making you feel that way.
Yeah.
And then what you want to try do is swap it out for something that's going to lift and motivate you. And I do this, and actually when we were putting this together and I started to think about it, I thought, I do this because if I'm feeling a bit shitty, first thing I do is put Beyonce on full blasting house and just dance around and scream at top of my lungs.
It is true.
3 songs later, I'm on top at world,
Yeah.
and you cannot tell me
Yeah.
any different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So try doing stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be as excessive as me screaming Beyonce at top of your lungs.
You won't break my soul.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean?
You definitely will not break his soul. If he's 3 songs into that album, that soul is not going to be broken.
But just try. And it can be hard sometimes because before you know it, you're in that shitty mood and you don't know why you're in that shitty mood. But if you do realise or notice that something is shifting your mood and energy, try to stop, realise what it is and do something that's going to counteract it.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's things like if you're spending hours, we all do it on social media, just scrolling and scrolling, and then you think, 3 hours have just passed.
Yeah.
You could have spent that time, I don't know, like ring your best friend who you've not seen in forever, or do something that's going to get you a bit organised at work, or just, things like that. It doesn't have to be all wild.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, this is a big one with social media. If you are scrolling on social media and, you're just endlessly scrolling, and as we all know, time does pass really quick when we're on social media. I mean, how many of us get into a TikTok hole?
And then it's just
2 hours have gone by.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So engage with clients.
Yeah.
On social media. There are a lot of people that are following your social media that are clients or that are potential clients or other people that are still in the industry. If people are commenting on your work, even saying nice brows, nice work, don't just like the comment. Comment back to them. Be like, thanks so much, blah, blah, blah. If somebody in the industry is following you, follow them back. Have a look at what they're doing as well. Have a look at what hashtags they're using and stuff like that. If a client is putting on, you've done their brows and they've gone out that night and they look great, comment on the photo, you look great.
Yeah.
P.S. nice brows, or whatever, because whoever's going to see that is going to think she's done her brows.
Yeah.
And
that can lead to bookings and stuff like that.
Potential clients, yeah, definitely.
And it's all, again, going back to what we spoke about earlier, is that VIP experience for all clients and making them feel like it's a good energy and making them want to come back.
Yeah.
You're commenting on their social media and resharing or whatever.
Yeah.
It makes, them feel a little bit inside.
A little bit they actually value me and we built that relationship, because you don't want them to think this is just business.
In and out.
We are all in it for one thing only. Not one thing only.
Well, no, not one.
The main thing. Everybody's working for the same thing. We're all working for money.
And to live, to pay us mortgage.
To pay them ridiculous prices.
Yeah, because
Jamie and Harriet for president.
Unlike Gemma Collins, we ain't all got money, Darren. These aren't going to pay our mortgage. We've got to work
Do
for
you
it.
think these can pay my mortgage? I've got money. We have none.
We've got to work for it. Do you know what I mean? So,
God.
Yeah, it is building it. And you're going to leave that Instagram, TikTok session where you've just been scrolling, actually feeling good about you as well.
Yeah.
Because you've not just watched some bonkers, wild videos on TikTok for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You've actually like put a bit of something out there into like
bit like educational
social world.
And if you're looking on TikToks and stuff like that, start typing in like beauty industry. Have a look what people are doing. Have a look what people are like, how people are building a following. I follow a lot of people on TikTok who are business management people who are telling you, it might not even be about our industry, but telling you how to get clients and how to like, you can never ever, and this is another one that I'm going to refer back to from what the plug season 2, I think it was season 2 or season 1, can't really remember, but you can never stop learning.
Never,
you can never ever stop learning.
Never.
And have a look at other people's socials that you admire and stuff. Don't compare and think, oh god, theirs is great and mine's crap. But just like think, what are they doing what I can do at this stage? Like what are they doing that I can do at this moment
what
in time?
Can you take inspiration from?
Yes.
And it can be something as little as you like how they write their captions on their clients before and afters. They break down the treatment, the products they've used, the retail products that go with it, and or you know, something like that. It doesn't have to be that you're stealing their entire identity, which we would not recommend, because you need to be your own person. You're not just carbon copying them.
Exactly.
So don't feel like you can't take inspiration from
There's
other
too many
people in the industry.
copying. That's why we're just so oversaturated.
And just, I think that's as well why we're scared to take inspiration from others.
Because we're scared of them.
Because we're scared of thinking that we're copying. Like, if you're going to do it, put your own flair, your own, like, personality. I don't know what it is. Personality. You know what I mean,
your own
guys.
Twist on it or whatever.
I think as well, your beauty family is really important. If you've not got one, welcome to ours.
Welcome to the family. Welcome to the cult.
Fam.
Yeah, you can be part of our family.
Stop calling it a cult. They'll not want to join.
Little cult kids.
Still
not want to join.
I'm not hanging about with them.
Right. Well, once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, there's no getting out. Look at me. But your beauty family is really important. These are the people that are going to lift, they're going to inspire, they're going to motivate, and they're going to be that shoulder for you, not necessarily to cry on, we don't want you to cry, but just to go and go, oh my God, I've had the worst day, or oh my God, I'm really struggling at the minute with business. And you need those people around you. Or what do I do with this client
or whatever.
You need those people around you so you don't go insane. And this is especially for new people in the industry and those people who don't have a big following. Or not a big following, sorry. Someone's just walking to Pulse, so they distracted me. People who are new to the industry. And you're still trying to find your way. And don't be scared to reach out to people either who do the same as what you do, whether that's brows, lashes, hair, whatever that is.
Nails, whatever.
Or whether it's somebody who's a salon down the road. Don't be scared to reach out to them. Introduce yourself. And it's a bit like a friendship.
It is.
It'll naturally progress to, I don't know, you might go for a coffee. You might start with like a treatment swap and you become good friends or not even good friends, just friends. And like you might, I don't know, go out for a drink to talk business and how each other's finding it. So don't be scared to rely on others in the industry. It's not a sign of weakness. We all need people in the industry.
I think it's a sign, and I think it's a sign of being quite sure of yourself and thinking. I always stay friends with people in the industry. I do not feel threatened by anybody in the industry or in my area at all, because I'm very confident in what I'm doing and the treatments that I offer, and I'm confident in how I'm going to say how good I am at them, but that's a bit big-headed, isn't it? My ability. I am very confident in my ability.
Never want to twist your words, you.
Is that right? That sounds right, doesn't it?
I mean, you've clawed it back a bit.
Yeah, but I am very sure of my ability in performing treatments. That's quite good, isn't it? Yes. So we'll keep that in. So I don't feel threatened by anybody, but I do like to stay friendly with everybody because I don't mind. Like, I've had girls come to me who are in our industry that's in the same town as me and stuff like that, that's asked me advice and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't mind giving it them. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So don't be scared to ask people, especially in people who, if you think that somebody's like really good or better than you or whatever. Like, I have a lot of people like asking me like, who's done your logo? I don't care. Like, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. So if you see somebody who's like, advertising looks great or whatever, ask them.
Yeah.
Who's
Don't be
done
scared
it for you? Yeah.
And I think there is a big shift in our industry that I'm noticing where we had such a reputation for being like such a bitchy industry.
Yeah.
And I feel like, first of all, it's 2023, like, get over yourselves. Like, come on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I feel everybody's kind of on the same journey where it's like, yeah, just ask each other. Like, we need to shake off this bitchy like reputation we've got. We can help each other out.
Yeah.
We can speak to each other.
Yeah.
Like, just because there's a salon down the road, it don't mean you've got to like despise the ground the work walk on.
Yeah.
If you run out of a lash lifting
They're gonna
system
help you out
or LVL, if you're friendly with them,
yeah.
you're gonna nip down and grab one, and it'll be absolutely fine. Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, this podcast, you probably, if you turned it on thinking, oh my God, they're going to tell us everything on how to be busy and now we're going to be fully booked. Sorry.
Sorry to disappoint.
It is a journey that you're all on. It is like their journey is different and everybody's experiences and situations all are different. So don't put too much stress on that. And there is not a magic wand where we can just wave it and say, right, we're busy now.
Yeah.
You've got to build it up.
And I think
hopefully these are some tips that will help you get there.
Yeah. And I think as well, by the title of this podcast, not that we're clickbaiting you into listening, but you might have thought...
Clickbait sounds so seedy. It does though,
You might have thought like, they're going to share their top tips to be fully booked.
No, we're not.
No,
we're not, because we ain't got them.
And that's because those top tips don't exist.
They don't.
Everyone's situation is different.
Yeah.
So when you see, and I see this all the time, and like socially, it annoys me actually, 5 ways to become like fully
Instagram
booked.
famous.
5 ways to like earn a 10-figure salary in 6 months.
It doesn't work. It's
does
not
not work. There's no magic one, like Harriet said. Just be you, and just put that time, effort into yourself, because you need to be in the right frame of mind, mental state, and just the right place to be able to drive your business forward. Preach it, sister. I'm quite hot now after, getting into that. If you were not, yeah,
that's what I feel like.
If you're not ready to take your business to the next step, your business ain't going to go to the next step.
No, you've got to be ready, mentally prepared. Work on you. That is
Work on you, boo.
That is it. That's the motto, boo. Work on you, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do you, girl. Yeah.
Right, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little episode.
Thank God it's over because I'm absolutely red hot.
Why did I wear black?
Oh, God. Why did we sit here?
Should we dive in pole?
What? For end of episode?
End of episode.
Shall we?
Shall we?
We're looking at his manager.
Right,
who's like, right. Right.
We're going in, guys.
Have a fab. Well, we said bye.
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 Season 3 of What the Pluck is sponsored by Nuvo Beauty, the house of professional beauty. Head to nuvobeauty.com to shop all the professional brands that you love, including HD brows, Nuvo lashes, and some exciting new categories, including tanning.